sucker for love. And in this world full of suckers, you fit mine like a glove. The fit is perfect, but nobody above, yeah. The clock's ticking as the time flies by. We in two different worlds, but living the same life. Two different dreams, you make me feel so alive. Need you by my side, need you by my side. Just a power couple daily blowing off steam. Making love to you so damn seamlessly. We be doing it so damn frequently. Easy cause we on the same damn frequency. Take it to the Sunset Boulevard. Tell mama says she wanna tag along. She don't care if it's right or if it's wrong. Yeah, we'd always get along. Even through the downs, gotta stay strong. Now we singing the same song. All I ever, yeah, is think about you. I think about you daily. So baby girl, don't play me.
Welcome to NBA Weekly with your host, DTLF.
What up, family? Welcome to another episode of NBA Weekly, guys. It is October 29th officially. First week of the NBA has passed, and we got lots to discuss, a lot of new developments, including some breaking news here for our Lakers. So we've been waiting on this, fam. We've been waiting on this. All right, Lakers 7-footer Christian Koloko has been medically cleared by the NBA's fitness to play panel, sources tell ESPN. Koloko will begin practice with the Lakers this week and ramp up to play for the first time since April 2023 and a blood clot issue that threatened his career since that, you know. So great news. We're finally going to get another big body in here. Very excited for that, guys. Christian Koloko, what can you expect? He's been away from the game for quite some time. Don't know, but he is on a two-way contract, so there's not a lot of pressure on him right now. Hopefully he's able to ease in and provide some energy whenever he does get played. But again, it's great. It's great that the kid is back. He showed a lot of potential with the Toronto Raptors, and I'm pretty sure they were upset with the fact that they had to let him go to create a roster spot. But again, one team's trash is another team's treasure, and the Lakers they've capitalized on picking up players that other teams have not. So again, congratulations to Christian Koloko on his return. Very excited for that. And we're going to stay with the Lakers for a little bit before we hop on to the other subjects. But how you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing great. Good to see you guys all in the chat. Max, KJ, Unknown Alien, V, Kimiko. Yes, we got the Dodger game today. I will be covering the entire game from 5 p.m. Pacific time. This time there's no Laker game to have to switch on over to. So if you guys are with me there earlier, and maybe we'll get to celebrate, maybe we'll get to celebrate the World Series title. All right, let's bring up this graph right here because I'm thoroughly impressed, and I can't help but to tell you guys I told you so, right? But I figured role players were going to step up big time. They have exceeded my expectations. I mentioned preseason I wanted Austin Reeves to be anywhere, and it's only 4-game sample, but I wanted Austin Reeves to be anywhere between 17 points to 21. He's right in the pocket, baby. 19.3 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5.3 assists. Looks phenomenal. But the shocker for me has been Rui. I'm a little tired, Telly, but I feel good, bro. I'm just relaxed more than anything. Thank you for your concern, bro. Rui has been a great revelation for the Lakers, and that is 17.5 points per game, 7.8 rebounds. I like the rebounding by both of them, right? They're both averaging over 7. I think that's phenomenal. Again, that's all part of the JJ Redick situation here, and it's great. That's right. Die Hard. I love it. Die Hard out here quoting some crazy stuff, man. My boy said, ain't no party like the DTLF party because the DTLF party don't stop. Let's go. But yeah, bro, listen, it's a beautiful thing. Again, we over exceeding expectations on this one. And not only that, but LeBron James has taken a step back and kind of allowed the team to grow as well. So I got to give him credit, even though last night wasn't the best example of that, since he tried to, get over his 10 points in the fourth quarter. But again, and this is why you guys see my vision now. I always used to tell you guys in the offseason, I think I said it since last year. I think it's time LeBron James takes a little bit of a step back during the regular season and lets these guys build up their confidence and their game up, That way they can be a real factors, even more so during the season and especially during the postseason. What's up, Prince? Good to see you, my boy. But you love to see it, man. This is, again, a very small sample size. Hopefully they continue it. That's the key, right? And hopefully build up from here instead of building down. But again, very encouraged to see that everybody's crashing the class as a unit to help AD. Otherwise, we'd be struggling mightily like last season. But the Lakers do start up. They do start off 3-1. And I want to talk about something else pertaining to the Lakers before, again, we move on to the next subject. And that is the trade rumors, guys. Shout out to Jovan Bull, who's reported the Lakers could be interested in Walker Kessler, who's somebody I've been extremely hyped about potentially acquiring. And this is what the package would kind of look like according to fansided.com, right? So the Lakers will receive Walker Kessler. And at what cost? The cost of Christian Wood, a second-round pick, 2 of them to be exact, 2 second-round picks in 2025, and a first-round pick in 2029. Now, Walker Kessler is averaging, his numbers are improving. Last season, he was averaging 7.5. Rebounds this season so far, 11.5 with 3 blocks, shooting 87% from the field in 25 minutes. He's only 23 years old. This guy will be a tremendous piece. Would you guys be willing to give up that first-round pick, though? That's the real question right there. Would you guys be willing to give up that first-round pick right there? Hey, good to see you, Nakomi. Welcome. Yeah, Koloko will play. Just broke the news earlier in the show. Koloko will play. He is cleared by the medical staff. So that's, again, the best news. But again, back to what we're talking about. Would you guys be willing to give up that first-round pick for your boy Walker Kessler? That is going to be the question I want to ask right now, because I think he's only 23. He's still on a rookie scale contract. And it's going to be fun to see this team with a true backup big man, whether he starts sometimes or just comes off the bench. It'll be a tremendous help. I mean, he's averaging 11 rebounds. Again, small sample size throughout 3 or 4 games. But still, he's getting better. He knows how to utilize his size. He's got a tremendous skill set, man, which is rim protecting and rebounding. That would definitely infuse us with a lot of energy, especially with that second unit. We can use some of that energy in the second unit, right? So I see a lot of you guys saying yes to win. Absolutely. Great. That's great, because that should be the mindset of each and every single Laker fan. I mean, everything we do should be to win the game, right? In the words of Herm Edwards, we play to win the game. Like, that's all that should matter. I would love it if they threw in Colin Sexton as well. Don't get it twisted. But if that is a trade offer that they're sending, I'm accepting it. And we can figure out what to do next. Maybe we can acquire a different guard in a separate trade. Because, yes, the bench unit will be needing some upgrades because sometimes we look stagnant. And also, I want to share this graph right here that shows that Vegas shows that the Lakers are the favorite to land Walker Kessler, all right? We are a plus 350, right? Followed by New Orleans, then Orlando, then Miami. So we don't have a lot of threats to be honest, but I wouldn't be shocked if that team pivots and goes in a different direction, because that's usually how they like to do the Lakers, right? That's usually how they like to do the Lakers. They like to pivot away from our deals and try to backstab us. But hopefully, again, we've made a deal with the Jazz a couple of years ago, and it worked out for us wonderfully. I think it'll work out for them because they'll get a first-round pick out of it. Let's see. Nakomi says 2029. Hell yeah. I'm giving up that 1 pick because we are just looking to trade for. She says that's not going to be a huge cap hit for us in the near future. That is true. However, I will remind you guys that if he does play out of his contract, he will be due some money after his rookie scale contract, which is up next year. But for now, you're right. It fits in perfectly, and let's do it. Why not? D Prince says, if only 1 first-round pick, let's do it. As much as I love C. Wood, our team and I still believe him. Kessler is who we really need on this team. Isn't that crazy, guys? We were talking about it all summer, right? People kept asking me who I would trade for. I said Colin Sexton, Walker Kessler. Now, it would be insane if it becomes a realistic possibility. It would be really fun to see that happen. And I think, man, Walker Kessler on this team would feel nightmares to the west of the Western Conference. We're going to talk about the standings as well later on in this video, as well as we're going to do a prize picks entry for the day. We've been so close. We would have hit big money. If you guys tailed my entry yesterday, we would have hit big money had it not been for LeBron having an off night, right? Apparently he was sick, quote unquote. Quote unquote. Let's see. My guy said, this is tough, but I do the 2029 first round pick and no more protection on 2027 pick. D'Lo, Jalen Hutchinson, Lewis for Kessler and Sexton. You know what? Kessler and Sexton would be my ideal targets. Obviously, I think Colin Sexton gives this team a point of attack defender who can actually get out in transition, do some damage, who can actually, penetrate into the seeps of the defense and create for others or finish around the basket himself. A lot better than DAngelo could finish. Obviously, D'Lo's a better passer, but that's about it. That's better passer, better shooter. But I think overall, Colin Sexton's a better player for what this team needs right now. I think so. All right. Let's see here. I got some controversial stuff for you guys with the Lakers because apparently it's a little bit of trouble in paradise. I've been telling you guys that D'Lo's body language has been off. Well, if you guys don't believe me, here's the proof. Here you got DAngelo Russell talking back to one of our leaders in LeBron James. All right, this is coming from worldstar.com. Here goes. I don't know if you guys can hear it. So let me pause it here because it goes kind of fast. So basically, if you look at here in the play, D'Lo's nowhere in the play. He comes in late, puts a hand on Rudy Gobert. He's not really boxing out and doing nothing. To which AD tells him, we come back and do this shit. Like Russell was talking this little crap right there. To which AD replies, David says, you got to box out, right? He's being a veteran leader. He's letting them know. Russell says, we come back and did that, though. Like saying, we won the game. It's in the bag. Nothing to worry about. To which LeBron replies, like D'Lo says, this shit is over. So basically excusing his poor effort. To which LeBron replies, all right, go rebound then. So he's letting him have it. Like, bro, stop making excuses. Go get a rebound, right? And shout out to worldstar.com. Is where I got the clip from. Shout out to my boy Mookie who put me onto this. He said, all right. So basically, he's just riding them off. He's riding off the leaders. And again, I haven't liked the body language from D'Lo. I've been saying trade him since training camp. Check this out. I swear to God, he says, I swear to God, what? What kind of empty threat is that? If I was LeBron, I would have gotten his girl. Said, swear to God, what, D'Lo? You don't like the fact that LeBron said, like the rebound. All right, Tim. Like, I swear to God, like, he's talking shit, man. What are you gonna do though, D'Lo? That's a 285-pound man. What are you gonna do? You swear to God, what, DAngelo Russell? Like that's what bothers me about him. He's always giving me this arrogant, I know it all mindset. Remember in his podcast, he said when Kobe used to give him advice, they used to go in one ear and not the other. He said he really wasn't listening, and now he feels bad. But again, I just bring that to your guys' attention because I've been saying it, and I'll say it again. I said it. Shout out to Diehard who made a post for me and him on Instagram where I put my quote and I said I'd be surprised if he's here past the trade deadline. Well, now you're starting to hear the rumors ramped up, right? And now, a lot of you guys will say, well, that's normal stuff. If you play basketball, you hold each other accountable. Yes, but this is just a culmination of things that are kind of piling up with DAngelo Russell's body language. It seems like he's there, but he's mentally checked out. Even when he seems excited, it almost seems like he's putting on a front. I don't really feel it. Like it's almost like he's trying to fit in. I really believe DAngelo Russell will get traded before the trade deadline at some point. Could he be possibly including the Walker Kessler deal? Maybe. Who knows? But it's funny because shout out to Mike Trudell. He tweeted earlier today that D'Lo was out with back spasms potentially tomorrow. He's questionable, which means he might miss, right? So again, there's going to feel even more speculation. But right now, we're the favorites to land Walker Kessler, and that's all I care about. All right. Any comments, questions, concerns before I move on to the rest of the teams on NBA Weekly? Because this is not only a Laker segment. This will be an NBA segment. So we're going to go ahead and talk about some other games and stuff like that. What's good, Walter? How you doing, man? DeRozan points over tonight. We'll talk about Prize Picks as soon as I get into that right now. D'Lo and Wood for Sexton and Kessler sold. Yes, anything that includes D'Lo for Kessler, I'm with it. Let's see. My guy said, Dan, what are your thoughts? What do you think of J-Huff resurgence? The type of size and spacing, 3-point shooting we could have used. He showed glimpses with us. Unfortunately, The Lakers don't have the patience, because we're trying to win now to develop players. But I'm happy for him. He got an actual contract. Same thing with Scottie Pippen Jr. Apparently, we have a great farming system for young talent, and other teams are starting to benefit from it because the Memphis Grizzlies now have Jay Huff and Scottie Pipp. And both of those guys look more like rotation players than even some of our players that we drafted, right? Like Maxwell Lewis and some other guys we have, right? Jalen Hood-Schifino. So maybe the Lakers should do a better job of keeping some of their players in-house. But I am very happy for those guys because, I kind of saw a little bit of potential. And I'm glad they're finally it's paying off for them. Hard work pays off. Yeah, Koloko is cleared to play. That's the update right there, Lake Show Girl. And I'm very excited to see what he's got. Not sure if he's going to play tomorrow versus Cleveland or if they're going to try to work him in. I think he has to ramp up his practices and stuff like that. But yeah, Shams had reported that, he was going to ramp up and play for the first time since April 2023. So Koloko will begin practicing with the Lakers this week. Doesn't mean he's going to play this week, though. But yes, again, very excited for that potential there. And we'll see what comes of it, right? Like, I'm very, what do you guys think Koloko's going to do? Is he going to be able to produce right away? Is he going to be the spark plug we need off the bench to go alongside Jackson Hayes? Or is he going to steal some minutes from Jackson? I'm very curious. A lot of questions. But yeah, feels good. We talked about it earlier in the show. Dan, who you got tomorrow? Do you think the Lakers can win tomorrow? Oh, I got the Lakers, Joe. Hands down, I got the Lakers. Lakers have looked tremendous. We had an off day. Think about this. We lost by 4 points yesterday? And in spite of missing 7 free throws at the line, LeBron James having a horrible game, one of his worst games as a Laker, and them getting some questionable calls at the end. All that had to happen for us to lose. So I like my chances every night. As long as and JJ took accountability. So again, credit to JJ Redick. Right? All right, let's see here. All right, let's move on to the next topic of conversation. We're going to get into power rankings and all of that. But I want to talk a little bit about Klay Thompson, right? Because Klay Thompson has more than lived up to the hype. So apparently Klay Thompson is thriving in Luka's offensive ecosystem, right? He has 29 out of 33 three-point attempts have been wide open. 29 of his 33. That's 88% of those shots he's taken have been wide open. He is taking full advantage of firing on 11 threes per game and hitting 46% from beyond the arc, right? Looking like a big-time addition to Dallas offense. We knew it, which is why, we're kind of rooting for him to be a Laker, but it's okay. We'll see if this continues for him, but right now Dallas looks really good. Really, really good. So, credit to him. Kudos for that pickup because now, they are 2-1 on the season, currently 1 game below us, and again, they're looking good. So, great acquisition so far. Klay has fit in, but it is a long season. Let's bring up the power rankings. We're here, man. NBA Weekly, our first power rankings of the season. Can you guys see it? It says here it's experiencing some network trouble. If you guys can see it, great. Okay, just like we expected, Oklahoma City starts off hot 3-0. No surprise there. That team is going to be a force to be reckoned with for years to come, right? I don't think anybody in the chat is surprised by this. The Suns have surprised a little bit. Again, we should have won yesterday. They would have been 2-2, wouldn't even be at the top of the chart. But we kind of split 2 games so far, 1-1. The Lakers, of course, have been the shocker for a lot of other fans. We kind of figured that a new coach would put us there. So we're, top 3 in the West right now, which I hope we end up top 4. Again, we talked about the Mavericks. So they're 4th right now in the power rankings here on NBA Weekly. And then the Clippers. They had an easy schedule. Okay. So they're 2-1. The Warriors are kind of surprising a little bit, even though they recently lost Steph Curry. By the way, Steph Curry could be out for multiple games. What did I tell you guys? That the Warriors are 1 Steph Curry injury away from falling off. And I think that's about to happen. I think they're about to fall off. I've been said I feel like Steph Curry needs to request a trade because he's on a rebuilding team. They have a lot of young talent. They're exciting to watch. They get up and down. Obviously, Kuminga, Podemski. I mean, they got a couple of guys over there. But what they're not is a contender. All right, that 2-1 record is too early right now. They're above 500, but I don't expect that to last too long, especially once their schedule gets a bit harder. Timberwolves 2-1, right where they should be. The Pelicans 2-1 have shocked a little bit, have surprised. They've looked good to start the season. So credit to the Pelicans. They lost DeJounte Murray the very first game they lost him. right off the bat. So, that's unfortunate for Pelicans fans, but they're still 2-1. The Rockets, they're young, but they're hungry and up and coming. Jalen Green has looked sensational. And Memphis, we knew they were going to be better. So those are the top 10 teams in the West. The Spurs, they're still young. They're still young. And in my opinion, like I've said plenty of times here, they should still tank for their guy, first overall pick in the NBA draft, right? Cooper Flag. The Kings have been kind of a disappointment, I'm sure, for a lot of teams, but not for me because the West is tough, right? I'm expecting some of these teams to fall off. Now we get to the team I want to talk about, and that is the Denver Nuggets, man. Denver Nuggets has been struggling, fam, and rightfully so. They added a horrible piece. They added Russell Westbrook, and his plus minus has been disgusting. They've said that they're better off cutting Russ from the team. So that Denver Nuggets team is really, really looking questionable. But again, I said it during the offseason. I mentioned they would struggle with Russ, and then losing KCP was a big loss, just like Bruce Brown the previous year. I wouldn't even be shocked if they're a playing team, to be honest. It's a team that I think already hit their peak, and now they're going to be on their way down. Unless they make a crazy trade or something to help themselves, they're in trouble for sure. And I love it. I love it personally because Mike Malone was talking crazy, and I want him to eat his words. It's still early, though. I'm not satisfied with that. I want them to go even lower in the chart. I want them to be in the bottom 15, That's why I personally want them, because right now, and I also want to beat them when we play them. And then the Trailblazers 1-3, no surprise there. The Utah Jazz, again, the point of interest team that everybody should be looking to get pieces off of because they got some very good veterans that could help contending teams. And I already told you guys about the young piece in Walker Kessler. Even if it's not Colin Sexton, I wouldn't mind having like Jordan Clarkson or somebody in the package in return, right? 6th man of the year candidate. Just really, really good player. But that is the Western Conference. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to rise and who's going to fall? Because my predictions is the Lakers will continue to rise. Mavericks will continue to rise. The Clippers will continue to fall. Warriors will continue to fall. The Timberwolves will rise probably by next week when we do the review. The Pelicans, I think, will stay around there. The Rockets, same. I think the Memphis Grizzlies will rise. And maybe the Spurs rise a little bit, but, and the Kings will definitely rise. So they got a better team than what they've shown so far in the 1-2 record. But again, I think Denver's in trouble for real. I don't think this is a fluke or early start stuff. Now let's go to the East Coast because this is really fun in the East Coast. Check it out. Tomorrow we play one of the undefeated teams, and that is the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're tough. They always had a lot of talent, a lot of length. We're going to struggle with some of their length. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, those two guys are serious, man. Of course, the Celtics, defending champions, no surprise there. The Magic, they're on the rise now. All right, the Orlando Magic are on the rise. Paolo Banchero just had a crazy game the other night. What was it, 50, 60 points? Went off versus the Indiana Pacers. Miami Heat, always around there. No surprise there. The Bulls actually 2-2, a little bit of a shocker, especially since they lost DeMar DeRozan. But Zach LaVine's been balling. He's looked healthy. He's looked good. Again, a little bit of a shocker with the Hawks having 2 wins this early. The Knicks losing 2 games out of 3. We know it's going to take time for them to gel, so I expect them to go up. I expect the Wizards to fall off completely. Another team that potentially could trade some of their veterans away. Brooklyn 1-2, exactly where I thought they'd be. Philadelphia is struggling to get off, but it's only week 1. Not too concerned about them. They will rise. And then Charlotte 1-2. They constantly are a losing team. Even though I like LaMelo, I just don't see him as a winner. He's going to have to prove it to me. I like Brandon Miller. He got hurt early. The Raptors 1-3. The Pacers, I'm shocked they started 1-3. They struggling. And then the Bucks. Okay, the Bucks are my Denver Nuggets of the East. Okay, Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian. Doesn't seem like that tandem is working out too well. They messed up by trading away Drew Holiday, in my opinion. I really thought that tandem would work out a lot better. But then they messed up and they hired one of the worst coaches ever. And that is Doc Rivers. Ever since he's taken over that team, they're below 500. Think about that. And Giannis is starting to complain. So eyeball emojis that way. Going to be interesting to see what happens there. And then not only did they add Doc, but now they added Darvin Scam, right? and Torian Prince is over there playing 30 minutes a game. They don't have an identity. No shocker there. And then the Pistons, right on schedule, 0-4. Nobody's surprised. That's another team where maybe a team can poach away some young pieces and develop them better. Lakers. So again, the NBA week 1, baby. You love to see that the Lakers are on top right now, and let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, chat. Any comments, questions, concerns on the power rankings? This is NBA's power rankings, by the way, and they're pretty spot on for now, so I didn't feel the need to make my own or anything like that. We got some more breaking news around the NBA. The NBA has fined the Philadelphia 76ers $100,000 for public statements around health status. All NBA center Joel Embiid. So apparently they've been lying on his health status, and yeah. So there you have it. What do you guys think of that? Interesting, right? So he might either be more injured than what they let off to be known, or less injured than what they let off to be known. But yeah, Philadelphia struggling to start. Let's see. I'll take comments, questions, concerns now. What's up, Craig? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Lakers, Mavs, Wolves, Suns had the hardest schedule for the first 5 games. That's right. And we're still a top 3, little Dex. That bodes well for us. Absolutely. Embiid is healthy, but he isn't playing. I wonder what they're doing there. Are they preserving him for something I'm not aware of? I don't know. Interesting, right? Denver has an easy schedule and still have a losing record. They should be concerned. I love it, Lil Dex. To be honest, I freaking love it. All right. Bring in the next topic of conversation here, and that is the cast for the Netflix NBA documentary series here. The starting 5. Kevin Durant. All right, he might be interesting to watch. James Harden. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll be interesting to watch. Jaylen Brown. Tyrese Halliburton. I'm sorry, but the first season is way better. They had LeBron. They had AntMan. That by itself trumps the card right there. This, I don't know. Are you guys watching this? Are you guys interested in this season of the starting 5 that's coming up for this year? Because personally, too many boring players in there, mixed in there for me, that I just really don't really care to see behind the scenes. Cleveland has elite guards, need a good game plan to shut them down. They're 4-0. They are 4-0. They're going to be tough, man. I bet EB come back when Embiid comes back when we play them November 8th. Always, huh? Yeah, it's on Netflix. If you guys haven't seen season 1, it's pretty interesting. I definitely enjoyed seeing, Ant-Man. He is who we thought he was. He's very goofy, very cool, down-to-earth guy. A little mature, but again, he's young. So very, it was cool to watch him behind the scenes and him talking smack to some of the players on the court. LeBron, of course, very interesting. Always, even early in the docuseries, you hear LeBron talking shit to Darvin, talking about the minute restrictions. So the ESPN Plus documentary for it, not sure, but this is the Netflix one, and it's good. Season 1's good. Are you guys interested in watching this version? This is gonna be season 2 right here. KD might be interesting, like I said, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I really don't see nobody else interesting on that graphic chart right there. By the way. Kimiko, appreciate you. Yes. She said, Lakers game October 30th at 4 p.m. on playback, and get a chance to watch the game with DTLF. Thank you so much, Kimiko, for posting that. And we will be live on playback at 5 p.m. as well for the Dodger game. Also, I wanted to do good take, bad take, but I don't have enough time. So I won't be doing that episode today. They were talking about the Lakers today. I didn't quite see it, but again, very exciting. All right, got one more for you guys, and that is my guy Ant. Let's see if I pull him up here. Bad news, Knicks fans. They did a terrible job of trying to recruit AntMan, and this is what he had to say on the clapback.
Ant, come to New York. Ant, come to New York.
They want Ant in New York. New York would be a cool place to see Ant playing, but Ant said he wants to be a Timberwolf for life. I'm sure if he doesn't win anything anytime soon, that might change in the future. But Ant is just so Laker material. Is he not, chat? I feel like he's Laker material, fam. But look,
Come to New York.
look.
Come to New York. Come to New York.
That little look tells you everything. It's like, He said, "You wish."
Come on, bro. Come on. One more year.
There you go. See, Knicks fans, your passion is too much for Ant. He said, "Y'all not gonna be mad at me when I have an off game." My man is basically roasting Knicks fans that overreact to every bad game the Stars be having. I'm pretty sure him and Cat be talking already from some of the banter that goes back and forth. But I actually like Knicks fans because they're very passionate about their team. Laker fans are the same way. Check it out.
One more year. If you can handle it.
Yeah. He said, "As soon as I play bad, y'all gonna be like, boo." That's funny.
Come on, bro. Come to New York.
82 games. Ask him another day, not today. That's funny. So yeah, Ant pretty much shutting down any sort of recruitment there from the Knicks fans. Of course he would. He's looking for a big payday for the Minnesota Timberwolves, so this is in his best interest. Good for him. But yeah, I mean, can you imagine Ant in a Knicks uniform? Who do you guys think would best suit Anthony Edwards? I mean, I know the answer to this, but who do you guys personally think would suit him best if he ever did leave Minnesota? And boy, would that be a mega trade, right? That would be a blockbuster, an all-time blockbuster, by the way. But who do you guys think he would look good for? Let's see. I'll read a couple comments. Yeah, SGA documentary going to be fire. It'll be fun. I look, well, yeah, SGA and KD. I think those are the two ones I care about the most, for sure. SGA and KD. Because KD is kind of interesting. You know, he's a little social media troll. It'd be interesting to see how calm he is in real life behind the scenes. I'm sure he is. He seems really calm. All right, guys, it's that time. Y'all know what it is. Prize Picks. Seattle? My man wants to see him in Seattle. That's funny. What's up, Solo? My man wants to see him in Seattle. That's hilarious, bro. All right, it's time for that Prize Picks action. Let's get in on this. Let me make sure there's no promotions right now. Look, last night, let's see if we pull it up here. Past lineups. Last night we won $20. If you put in the 10 I put in, we won 20. But if LeBron had went off, we would have won like 120 or something like that. So it's unfortunate he chose to have an off night, but we were right about Austin, D'Lo, AD. Again, it's easier to win money early in the season, so get in on the action. Let's try it right now, matter of fact. Let's go with NBA. And let me see if there's no promotions. No, nothing going crazy right now. All right. Let's see what are the easy ones to pick up here. Brandon Ingram getting 4 rebounds. That's a gimme, but you don't ever want to pick up the Green Goblins because they give you almost no money. 1.5 assists from Daniel Tice, who plays for – who does he play for? The Pelicans. I haven't got to see any of their games, so I don't know if he gets a lot of minutes. I'm looking for surefire entries right now. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. Can't believe they don't have any promotions. They always do. They always have promotions. All right, let's see. My guy's going up against Denver. I'm gonna say less. I think Denver will try to lock in today, especially if they're at home. Aaron Gordon, 13 points. He had 16 the last game. Not really a bucket getter, though, even though he can go off. So it's kind of a risky pick here. Let's see who else. Jamal Murray, 18 points. How's he been hooping? Probably he's been inconsistent this year. Okay, we'll stay away from inconsistent. AntMan going up against the Dallas Mavericks. This has primetime written all over it. I'm going to go over the 26 points. I think Ant has himself a ball game. Remember, this is also the Western Conference playoff rematch. So that should be fun. What time does that game start, by the way? Oh, that one starts in 37 minutes. Okay. Okay, good to know. Let's see. Who else? Who else are we picking up here? Let's pick up my guy, Klay. Shall we pick up Klay? Clay's been hooping. We're going to pick up Klay. All day we're going to pick up Klay. All right. Nas Reed definitely gave it to the Dallas Mavericks. I think the matchup is really well, but I'll stay away from too many players from the same team. What about Colin Sexton versus Sacramento? Fast-paced offense. I think he can get it, but see what else they have. 23 points for Walker Kessler. He had 35 opening night. He hasn't had 23 since. I'm going to go less. I'm going to trust my gut. I'm going to go less than that for Walker Kessler. I could be wrong, though. Make sure you trust your own gut, guys. Who else? 19 seems kind of high for my guy Kuminga, but he hasn't been hitting. Okay, I'm gonna go less with Kuminga. I'm gonna follow the trends here. What about Buddy Hield? He's not my buddy. He had one off game, but I think he'll get back on track here. Going up against a former team of his too, so yeah, time to pick him up. All right, well there you have it. We went less on Cam Thomas. What do you guys think of my card? Should I switch anything? Yeah, we talked about Koloko. Koloko has been cleared to return. He's going to be joining practice as soon as this week already. Thank you so much, Kimiko, for putting up the promo code. Appreciate you. Promo code DTLF gets you 50 when you deposit 10. All right, make sure you guys tap in while it's good. DTLF. All right, so we got Cam Johnson. I'm going to go less. I think the Pelicans will key, or should I say the Denver Nuggets will key in on him. Anthony Edwards, Western Conference rematch. I think he'll get more than 26. Klay, I think he'll get more than 15. Markkanen, I think he'll get less than 23 versus Sacramento. Jonathan Kuminga said less, and then Buddy Hield, I'm gonna say more. That's gonna be my entry. Hopefully we hit, baby. Let's go with an easy 5. The Lakers aren't playing today. Let's go with easy 5 today. 5 would get us how much? How much does 5 get us? 125. Okay, there you have it. 5 to get 125 flex play all day, baby. Let's do it. Hopefully we keep stacking bread and stacking chips, and hopefully we get the victory. All right, let's see here. All right, guys. Well, I'm not going to get too much into the matchup for tomorrow's game. I'll save that for pregame, but I'm very excited for that game. See how we bounce back after our first loss. Again, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to watch the Lakers. Even though they lost, I think they're going to be good. I think we're good. And tomorrow's a great test, another great test for us. The Cleveland Cavaliers, who are 4-0, undefeated. So we'll talk about it then. And again, for those of you that tune in late, what up, KJ? Christian Koloko has been cleared from the medical staff, the medical doctors, and the NBA to return to action. So they're going to try to probably ease him in a couple of practices, and maybe we'll get to see him play some garbage playing time, or maybe he'll go down to the G League. I don't know. But I look forward to seeing what he could bring as well. And the NBA is here. It's underway, guys. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the first week. I will be streaming more games over on Playback as soon as the World Series ends. But tonight, go Dodgers, baby. Go win this World Series. Oh, man. You know what? I've been really busy with my brother being in the hospital and taking care of my little nephew. So I would love to go to the parade, but I'm just not sure that's going to be a reality right now. But as long as the Dodgers win, I'm happy. We're going to celebrate together, hopefully. And go Dodgers. Let's get this sweep. Yankees fans have been talking a lot of trash. Let's put all that noise to bed, all right? I will see you guys at 5 p.m. Pacific over on Playback for the Dodgers game, baby. Go Dodgers, and that's going to wrap it up for another week of NBA Weekly. I'll see you guys next Monday for another episode, all right? Peace out.